And thank you for tapping in. Thank you for checking me out. JaezMagicDrops. We're talking about how to take your power back from an antagonistic narcissist. So, like I said before, it's going to be pretty similar. What you're going to do is going to be pretty similar. You're going to first take yourself out of it emotionally, come from an observatory level, look at things without you being put in it. Look at things from an I see you have this opinion, I can't change it. I see you see me this way. I agree that that's your opinion. I agree that that's what you believe. Things like that. Recording statements if you feel like you need to be able to bring up later or to show how they're acting a certain way. Putting boundaries down, firm boundaries. You're not going to disrespect me and have this conversation. Either we're going to have this conversation respectfully or we're not. Things around that, when you feel like you're being disrespected, that's always when boundaries come up, when the line has been stepped on. So when you're dealing with an antagonistic narcissist, in the period of, taking yourself out emotionally, observatory level, keeping texts, setting boundaries, letting go, throughout this process, since you are dealing with an antagonistic narcissist, they're probably going to be a lot more confrontational when the mask is starting to slip. Because they're used to this energy of confrontation, of competing, of always going against something. So when you are dealing with these types of narcissists, just be careful that it does not get out of hand. Make sure that things don't get too crazy. We don't have to go there. So just make sure to always keep yourself protected at the top, utmost priority when dealing with separation from an antagonistic narcissist. It doesn't matter what the dynamic is. Narcissists like that are just, like I said, they just like to be confrontational. So in the mix of them being confrontational and explosive, and of course they're still gonna do the same narcissistic stages where they hit you with the love bombing, then we could work this out. Then it's them melting down or doing some crazy stuff or doing stuff to just get noticed and stuff like that. And then it just repeats itself. Then they'll come back again, love bomb you. We can work this out until they get tired and they realize that it's not gonna happen. That's usually how that works, because a narcissist thinks that they're so much better in your life, that they are the sun to your life, that you just run around this orbit alone and I don't know what they be thinking. They think they're the sun, real deal. They gotta chill out. They gotta sit in a shady spot and chill out. But yeah, just always keep yourself safe in those time periods and make sure that when you leave this person, when you leave this antagonistic narcissistic dynamic, that you leave it behind. When you moved on, you're not gonna think about this person anymore. You're not gonna be triggered by this person anymore, or the things that used to happen in a relationship, or the memories that used to happen, or maybe areas where certain things happen. And then on top of that, if you see them in person or they talk to you, they can't actually physically trigger you no more. That's how you know that you're over somebody. That's how you know that you've taken your power back, because they want you to be up on them. They want you to think that they're really the sun. They want you to be obsessed with them, because that's how they think about themselves in their minds. They think that they're really just, all that. They know deep down that they aren't, though, because they don't put enough time into being themselves or investing in themselves or being true to themselves. So that plays a huge part in the back of their head no matter what. I could only imagine how they feel when they're actually alone and they don't have any more people to call on or stuff like that. But anyway, this is how you deal with an antagonistic narcissist. I appreciate everyone. Always keep your safety as a top priority. It's all love, everyone. I wouldn't speak. I would not speak. It's all love.